Yo, 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 it's your boy V Knuckles, one half of MBS. You already snowed up. The next chapter out now with my bro Phonics. I'm chilling with Tash, my man Styles, my man Hush. That big Dookie Chain, man. You know the vibes. It's the vets. We get it. Black.
That's so professional.
So professional. Still getting adjusted over here.
You get it going? Okay, we got it going.
Adjusting.
This is Big Dookie Chain. Episode number 10. We make the 10 episodes.
In a very short amount of time.
Very short amount of time.
Let's thank Hush, working the boards.
That's crazy with it. Thank Van for being an amazing co-host, and thank myself for being the other amazing co-host.
And Nate, what about Nate Dogg?
Thank him yet.
Okay.
We're gonna thank this guy over here for the most.
Oh shit!
Who is this guy right here?
Man, that is somebody I have interviewed before on 88.9 at night, WERS back in the day.
Word.
But we have the illustrious, the king, the sultan, V Knuckles in the building. As they do on Drink Champ.
My God.
You know,
My God.
The only one I'm going to do because it's so fucking annoying on
I
this.
30 years in the game. I might as well clap this.
Yeah, man, you are a vet. That's the reason you go by the vet.
Three decades, man. It's the vets, man.
Yeah, man.
Natural born spitters be in the building.
So what's going on, man?
Hey, man. Day to day living life, you know, enjoying as much as possible, keeping the positive vibes flowing.
And dropping a new album.
That's right. Dropping a new album. The next chapter out now, man. Shout out to Phonics.
Yeah, so who is Phonics? He does the production on this whole album.
Bro, he does more than a production. He does the whole layout of the vinyl.
Okay, so this cover art, all this.
Cover art, you know what I'm saying? Super dope graphic designer, super dope producer, super dope everything involved in hip hop. So
yeah, and he can actually scratch, like I was saying.
What is the inspiration for the Phonics?
Yeah, for Phonics. Okay.
Let's get some
I know, but we forgot. We can't. He's the other half of his album.
Exactly.
I know.
And shout out to Flash. Happy birthday, man.
Oh yeah, it was his birthday yesterday, right? Yep.
Shout out to Static. Happy birthday today.
Oh yeah,
a lot of dope, you know, hip hop.
Wait, big quick question on Static. Like
yeah.
I saw something online about him being in the hospital.
Yeah, man. Thank God, man. You know, he's doing better.
Okay.
So he's all good. You know what I'm saying? We're texting, and he's back. He's back. Hopefully at his birthday party this Friday.
Okay, that's what it is. And that's Static Selector.
Yeah, Static Selector, the official, the legend.
Yeah.
One of the best DJs in hip hop.
And he helped me so much when I was at WERS.
He helped so many people in the game. He's so underrated in terms of people he put on and help. And that's just kind of unfortunately how the game is. But, you know, that guy he's legendary for many reasons.
Yeah, I met like all the people I looked up to in hip hop in like one weekend in Manhattan because of Static Selector. He just hooked it up and we did a whole DVD called Behind the Run.
He just had me on Shade 45 on a Show Off Radio promoting the next chapter. So shout out to Static, man. Shout out to the whole Show Off. Shout out to Bedlam. Shout out to Term. Shout out to Rex. Shout out to all my G's. You know what I'm saying? Easy. You know, Snuck, all the homies at ST and Show Off, man. Those are my guys. So
absolutely,
salute to them.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to leave you out.
No, you go right ahead and let the man talk.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's get it.
Well, let's start with the name. So we see the brass knuckles.
Yes, sir.
Your name is V Knuckles.
That's right.
Your moniker. So where did that come from?
Well, it started off, man. MBS, we've been...
Which is natural born spitters.
Yeah, so hold on, too. Let's go
MBS. So MBS, man, we started when we were about, we were the Asian crew way back in the days with the homies, my brother and his fam. But then MBS...
Who was your partner in MBS?
E-Flash, who's also my first cousin. Who, like I said, happy belated. His birthday was yesterday.
And MBS is Natural Born Spitters.
Natural Born Spitters. We started because, we were young spitting, bro. We started off spitting at like 12 and 10. And, we never stopped. So, we got the name probably around like 18.
The Natural Born Spitters.
Natural Born Spitters name. Like,
who came up with that name?
We came up with it together, man. It's a spin-off of Natural Born Killers. But, you know what I'm saying, since we killing with the mic.
I do love that movie. And I love the song with Ice Cube and Dr. Dre.
Word.
That shit was fire.
And where does the vets come from?
The vets, man, it's the same as Natural Born Spitter. Since we've been spitting for so long, we the vets, we the veterans of the hip hop game. You know what I'm saying? So, like when we already started with the NBS, we were 5 years into the game.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna blow your mind right now too. So my first name was Stress when I was doing hip hop. We just brought it up that I was doing AWOL and shit back in the day.
Right,
and my name was the Young Veteran because I was the same thing. I was doing it for so goddamn long. Now I'm the old veteran.
Exactly.
But like that was 20 years ago. The same.
But
shit.
yeah, man, there wasn't every hip hop artist trying to rap back when we were the vets.
Right, and not everyone had a video camera.
It wasn't cool.
And there was no social media.
Right.
So it wasn't getting out, you know what I mean, with a touch of a button.
Yeah, no.
You had to grind for yours.
Well,
we was out the trunk.
I'm just saying.
Wait, how old are you two?
We're both 43.
Damn.
So like,
damn, that's old.
You're just talking about that. So like the fact that we both were saying we were veterans when we were like 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that goes to show because hip hop wasn't that old yet.
That's true.
Hip hop, when we were 18, hip hop was like 24.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Hip hop just turned 50.
Hey, my OG, shout out to like Onyx, shout out to Inspector Deck, you know what I mean? But like, my OGs just turned 50 this year. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
they just turned 50 with hip hop.
Right. Yeah, no, it's bizarre. Well, we were talking about on the other show, how you buy every cassette that came out on Tuesday because there'd only be like 2 or 3 albums that would come out.
Yeah, it's so young. Like,
that is some shit dropping every day.
Like back when we started rapping, though, I mean, it was almost like people were like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna be like." It was still a fad. Like hip hop was like not gonna last. Remember that? Like people just thought, "Oh, rap is crap," and it's like not a real.
That's what my mother thought.
It's not a real thing, right? I mean, and it couldn't be your fucking job.
Love her.
Oh, that was a ridiculous like concept. Like people thought you were like just like a fool.
100%.
And now 20 something.
And I know you both from the radio station, and that was 2005, 2006.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That tells you how old we are.
Yeah,
we some legendary.
But even back when he was doing that, like
yeah, you guys could be like an archive somewhere, laminated.
The other day, someone brought it up that like
Han Solo, frozen fucking moissanite.
Don't joke because people can get frozen now.
Hey, that's my new. Hey, that's how I want to be.
If you're terminal, you can get frozen. I think that is like if you have enough money, you can get frozen.
This is not medical advice.
No, this is not medical advice. I'm saying this exists. This is something that exists for rich people.
I know it exists, but I also
you're gonna be there. We're gonna be there before.
As a fellow rich person, rich
love. But the thing is, like back then, like it wasn't cool. Like hip hop wasn't popular either yet. Like it was just on the crap of being like, it was just starting to be popular, but it wasn't like, now it's global fucking.
Now it's hip.
Yeah, it's just everywhere, all over the fucking place. 100%. But like when we were still doing it, like boom bap and shit was still like reign supreme and it was still like lyrics over everything.
Reign supreme. Look at this man bringing in KRS.
We gotta shout out to real pioneers too because there was a whole group of MCs.
Who do you consider your Boston?
Right.
Who heard, you know what I'm saying?
Well, your pioneers,
people who started it.
Well, but before we go into that, I got shit on in the comments section. I saw on YouTube for saying that for hip hop, I said, what classic rock, like Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, they're classic rock, right?
Yeah.
I'd say the hip hop version of that starts in like 92 and skips. Because nobody goes back and
Curtis
plays.
Blow was one of the first people.
Not Curtis Blow. I don't agree.
Wait, Curtis Blow. He let me clear my throat.
No,
that's cool.
DJ Cool.
Curtis Blow's playing basketball.
Oh, they are gonna rip me for this. I think cut this whole section.
1990. They do rip you online. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, they rip me for saying that it skips the old school artists because nobody, like even when I was at the radio station, Golden Era, which is what we played the most of, other than local stuff, was 1992 and up.
So you were playing Nas.
Right, exactly.
Wu-Tang.
What's funny is that he keeps talking about the radio station this time because on YouTube, there's a lot of comments now. And he keeps getting bashed saying that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And I get called a nobody.
What are his credentials? He doesn't have any credentials. No one knows who the fuck he is. So now he keeps saying, like, on the radio, when I'm on the radio. So in the clips, it will be cut.
And hold up.
I know what he's doing.
Somebody's got to fight this thing. And you know what else they said? They said the chain was fake. By the way, we got to get you your Dookie chain. Like, you're not even prepared for the podcast yet.
Hey man, you know, I'm here tonight.
That takes it to the next level. Like you're a vet, but that takes you to the next level.
I'm a vet, but as long as it don't stay in my neck, because you know, like Inspector Deck said, you gotta protect it.
You gotta protect.
Watch out for the cord. You don't
let me do this.
Well, it's funny you say Inspector Deck would protect your neck because
well, you have Inspector Deck on your album.
Yeah. Wait. But the verse on the album is as a young one growing up broke, me and my, can I say ninjas? That sounds okay. Took the ferry boat, plotting a deuce, we snatching Dookie ropes. When I heard that shit, I was like, ooh, wait. Damn.
That's only right for the show, man, you know?
What's it?
Inspector Deck had that intuition. He was like, you know, Nuts gonna be, you know, saying some shit on Dookie Chain.
You've always been ahead of the game, you know, ahead of the curve.
Been ahead of the game, man.
But then a little later in his verse, he goes, these ninjas more fake than they jewelry. Is that a diss toward, is he trying to diss the God Van Styles?
Just know my shit under the Dookie is official.
Yeah, I'm not catching straight.
Know my shit under the Dookie is official. I don't know if y'all can see the light on this, but this might be sterling.
That's platinum. That's platinum.
You're wearing the OG Dookie Chain. You're wearing the OG Dookie Chain from Underground Hip Hop.
Say less. I'm rocking platinum and we going platinum.
That's what.
The next chapter.
But how does one get a verse from Inspector Deck? How does that come about?
Czarface?
Well, man, yeah, of course. Shout out to Czarface, man, you know.
Right, because 2/3 of Czarface, 7L and Esoteric are from Massachusetts.
Well,
and they came up.
Shout out to SO. MBS got a dope track with SO.
That's dope. What's the name of the track?
I'm trying to think about what the name of the track is.
We need Chris Farone.
Just look up MBS and SO. I got so many tracks.
Yo,
and I got so many tracks.
We need your super fan Chris Farone in the building. Like he would definitely immediately be able to tell us which track that was.
But let me just get back on topic. So MBS, you know, we were teenagers spitting, like, so that's how we started that name. I was Rob Vital originally. Rob Vital just was my rap name. I said I was a Vital Nerve. Raheem was my first name, so Rob Vital was my rap name. I was the Vital Nerve to the hip hop game. I was keeping that going. I was keeping
so modest.
You know what I'm saying?
All these names are so fucking modest.
That's how I started, right? Yeah, I still got an old ass tattoo if y'all can see it that says Rob Vital, and then the original.
That is an old ass tattoo.
Yeah, you can barely see what it is. It's a natural born spirit. It's me and Flash as babies spitting. You could barely see that.
It's dope.
Y'all might have to zoom in like super hard.
Never get that touched.
Luckily the cameras
that OG.
Hey, luckily the cameras are HD, so y'all might be able to get some actual vision of what the hell the shit.
No, you really want to see it, you got to sign up for OnlyFans.
We're gonna put that on a T-shirt.
We should.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know.
Christopher Owen, buyer 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
So a lot of people don't know. I went to Howard University back in '97,
which is for black people.
100%. It's a historically black.
I just remember Snoop Dogg always wearing the Howard University.
Yeah, shout out to the HBCUs, man. You know, they still striving. You know what I'm saying? Even under Biden, that's a whole nother story. But anyways, so I'm in college. I'm in college, man. Back in '97. Shout out to Papa. That's one of my best homies from Mission. Shout out to Slick, my man Slick Daddy Lovelace.
I like that name.
Yeah, he's one of
Slick
my
Daddy Lovelace.
Yeah, big love to Slick. And then, you know, all the homies, Friction, you know what I'm saying, Rakim, I got, you know, my man, just all the homies I used to run with, bro. We used to go crazy. Like DC was like another experience. But we used to throw house parties. You know what I'm saying? So we threw a house party one night that was so popping. Like, you know, you remember that? To the window, to the wall. You know,
I mean, they're still playing it.
I heard it, yeah.
This is
Little John. Heard of them.
Yeah, you heard of them, right?
Literally still playing that in the club.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so this is why that song is made from the house party that we did. It's wall to wall, like the wall sweating.
That's what the Inspector Deck track's about.
No. This is just B Knuckles, man. So, so we hired like the two biggest dudes on campus and some more heads, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we hired these dudes to be our security. So, you know, we had the party was popping, right? It was so lit. We were charging everything. You know, we made a little bit of money. It wasn't nothing crazy. But we paid the DJ.
Now he's being modest.
We paid the DJ.
Taxes, don't worry about it.
We paid the DJ. We paid the security. Everyone got what they was supposed to get.
So you've been a fair businessman since a teenager.
Are you trying to explain to us?
But what I'm saying is, We didn't charge. The DJ left all his equipment and all his records in our house. This is a house like me and the homies are renting. Like, you know, right down the street from the school. You know, DC's a pretty lit area. You got a lot of crime. Like, it's you know, you gotta.
I've seen The Wire. If that counts.
That's in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Which is pretty close to DC.
Yeah, it's close. A stone's throw away.
They call it, you know what I'm saying, the R&B, you know what I'm saying, or Maryland district and be more
like it's
DMV.
One of them fucking things. Yeah, I was just out for Christmas. I love that area.
I was 6 racks in debt for being a DUI guy. But that's a whole nother story.
Right,
let me stay on topic. So anyway, so the bouncer and his peoples, and 2 of his peoples come back a week later and they're like, we want more bread. They wanted more bread for 2 reasons. The party was popular, he said. And then the second reason was because we were scratching all the records in the party. Like the DJ left his equipment. So, you know, we just was like, all right, you want to do liberty? Y'all ain't paying storage. You know what I mean?
Just a couple
just saying, shout out to Papa Charles for all the homies, but
who the fuck leaves their whole setup?
We scratching, exactly. We scratching, we throwing records, so when they come back, we weren't expecting them to come back.
Throwing records?
I mean, they were on the floor, like
playing frisbee, whatever.
We were lit. We were college, right?
Right. Okay.
I've never snorted coke.
So the guy comes back, man. Security comes back, and he's like, "Oh, we want more money, and you fucking up my man's equipment." We're like, "Bro, listen, this ain't our equipment. Y'all gotta come get this." He's like, "Yo, fuck that, blah 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 blah. I don't want money." I'm like, "All right, so what you trying to say? Like, what you trying to do?" He's like, "What you trying to do?" I'm like, all right, how about we shoot the fair one, me and you? This is the guy I hired for security, so. And then whoever wins, you know, if you win, you get your money, and if I win, you get the fuck out of here. He's like, I should go. And I always remember, he said, your hot pump Kool-Aid. That was like one of the lines Prodigy used back in the day.
Yep, I remember. And now I see where we're going with the story.
Exactly.
Keeping it very relevant.
Yeah, so I go outside, I'm like, let's, you know what I mean, let's take it outside, blah, 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 we got some space. You know, he's walking downstairs, Mak-Tube, blah, 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 blah. As soon as we get to the bottom step, boom, hit it with a right.
No.
He wobbled. He was still on his feet. He was fighting back. You know, he was real big, so he was throwing blows, but he was hitting me in my back. And I'm hitting him with the hooks. Like, I'm hitting him up the hooks because he's a big dude, you know what I'm saying? And then it just damaged him dead. To the fact he's woozy. I see he's woozy. I step back, grab his coat, slam him on the pavement. He had a stomach too, so I'll never forget it. It was like still visual in my eyes. When he hit the pavement, he shifted up like 3 inches and then shifted back. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I hit him like 3 or 4 more times, but I was always a nice dude. I didn't want to like finish him type shit. So he starts screaming, stop. And I got all my homies running around. Shout out to Charles and Rakim and the homies. But they're like, yo, that's crazy. It's a big show. And he's like, stop. And I was like, I hit him like 1 more time, and I was just like, go sit in the car, and I'm gonna go get your homies so they can come with you, right? So he got up, he went and sat in the car. I went back in the house. I told because he's still the other dude.
Is that how you got knuckles?
Yeah, well, I got
this is like the longest, craziest.
I got
your name story.
It's almost right.
It's a long way around.
It's almost done. So I went back in the crib. I was like, yo, your man's outside waiting for y'all. He's like, what you mean? My man's outside.
Oh, so you fucked them up too?
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, I was like, your man's outside. It's time for y'all to go.
Carbon monoxide.
Right.
Like one by one. Like
so they didn't believe me. So they were like, for real? They were like, for real. So they walk outside and they see their man ain't there. The car was across the street. So it was like, oh, and all the homies is, yo, go get your man. He's leaking. He's in the car. So, you know, he was like, all right, y'all got that. So like an hour later, dudes come back, you know what I'm saying? So we ready, you know, we ready just in case. We got everything that we need. We're good, right? Good. So they come back, the dude's like, yo, and I always been the flower guy. since before it was legal or all that. I always been a flower guy.
Just high throwing yourself all out there right now.
I mean,
it's all good.
I thought you were talking about bouquets.
Uncle Dougie's out now. You know what I'm saying?
People up, I got things in, I sold drugs.
Yeah.
All that shit. You know?
Hey, medicine, man. Yeah. Pharmaceuticals.
However you want to slice it.
Right? But also grown from the earth. So anyway, they can't, the homie that started the whole thing came back by himself and asked for gas, and I just was like, man, I was
like gas money.
No, the weed. Definitely. Even I knew that a non-weed smoker.
Because you're gonna get robbed again. What the fuck are you? What's going on?
I was nice again, and I told him to beat it. And I was there.
That's how you know the weed is the devil. It's an addictive substance.
I didn't see that. I didn't see those dudes. I didn't see those dudes maybe for 2 more years. But then the next day,
Benny Blanco from the Burbs.
Got in the beef with the captain of the...
Remember the basement?
I got in the beef with the captain of the baseball team.
Hold on, what?
I got in the beef with the captain of the baseball team. He was trying to climb in the elevator. I was doing like this with the numbers because, I didn't know if I was going to what floor. And he was like, oh, you can't count. And I was like, word? What? So I was like,
you know him?
No, I didn't know him. So he was with his shorty. I was like, I was being nice. He called me.
Being nice.
Right.
He was with his shorty. I was like, all right, word. He called me the day after I had lumped up the big dude for the party or whatever, the security dude. So he called me the day after. So I'm feeling myself too. I'm like, yo, I seen him in the elevator the next day by himself.
Oh.
So I was like, what's up now, right? You know what I mean? I'm feeling myself, just beat up the biggest dude on campus, man. He's like, what's up now? Yeah, like, he was like, you bitch, bro. Like, blah, 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 blah. And turned around, I was like, okay, boom. Stole him, boom. I got the Averex on, the big Timberlands. This motherfucker's strong, bro. He's literally captain of the baseball team. So I hit him first and slammed his head to the corner of the door. He turns around and he's like, boom, boom, boom. To one point, he got my Averex jacket. This is back in the days when we used to rock the heavy Averexes, the big Tims. He had the heavy Averex. He got it over my head. He dumped a couple blows. Boom, 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 boom. So.
But how's he going to hit you through the heavy Averex?
He got it over my head. Exactly. He wasn't doing no damage, right? So I overpower him. I take it off. I somehow take it off, wiggle out of it.
Are you Knuckles yet?
I'm not Knuckles yet. I'm almost Knuckles. Hey, a couple more hours and I'm Knuckles. Okay.
The story's a couple more hours?
Yeah, no. Story's not even a couple more minutes. I got you 60 seconds.
Like elevator.
like Nick Cage, alright? Okay. I'm about to be gone 60 seconds. So anyway, boom. Slam the dude, start working on him. He got braces on. So I'm just mashing him out. Boom, 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 boom. After I get that, boom, boom, boom. He's still going. He gets up. Oh, I get boom. Kick him with the Timbs. Get on him one more time. Boom, boom. And then by the time I'm like, I got the blood gushing out. My shorty Rosa. Shout out to Rosa, man. I haven't seen her in years, man. Probably since Howard. She opened the door, and this is like a shorty from the hood. She was a shorty from Cambridge. She was a shorty from the hood. So she opened the door. She's like, "Oh shit!" She sees me just blah blah blah, and I'm just like, and the dude wants quit. So I had to. So after that, I just choked. I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna murk you." He's like, "All right." He finally I was like, "You got tapped, bro." So you gonna say he tapped? He got up. He was. I almost had an asthma attack. It was such a crazy beef. But he looked like Martin in the episode when he was boxing, or Will Smith when he had the allergies. he was lit. So he walked back to his room and he went right in his dorm, which is a couple doors down from Rosa. Rosa calls back to the bridge and like, yo, Raheem is out here wilding. I open the door, he smashed the dudes out. So the homie in the hood, my man Rocky calls me back like, yo, I heard you was wilding, smashing dudes' heads. And I'm gonna just start calling you B Knuckles. And that's how the name started.
Oh. Violent.
So I figured it was going to be something simple with that.
Yeah, it sounds like you earned the name.
It's not the Sonic gang.
But to be sure, because in the Sonics cover, there's brass knuckles.
Well, Hush did say if he was named Knuckles, he would have red dreadlocks. You said red braids?
Red braids, yeah.
Red braids, but like the Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
Yo, that came a long time after Knuckles.
You did a Street Fighter reference on the new album.
I was going to say, though, if your name is Knuckles, you have to know how to fight, right?
Right,
you have to be someone that enjoys fighting. Yeah, you gotta be, right?
I never enjoyed fighting, but I always finished business. I always finished the fight.
Or as the kids say today, stand on business.
I bet you if you sit with them for a while, I bet you've been in quite a few fights.
I imagine there would be... the story time would last...
I got more.
Some people like to fight. You just like the way people smile when you talk about fights. Some people are like, I hate it. So some people are like, I was smashing his fucking head into the wall,
I mean, I got my ass kicked a few times.
I was on the other side of those fights.
Hey, we went out at the clubs a lot.
That's why we in Rick's jackets, he was like,
shout out to LS, yo. Me and LS, man, we used to get a little lit and fight a lot at the club. So this ain't just nothing new.
Well... I moved from Michigan to Massachusetts in 2001 to go to Emerson. And, I was a raging alcoholic by the time I got there. Shout out to Mission Hill. I lived on Mission Hill. 53 Hillside.
Shout out to alcoholics.
Shout out to the, alcoholics, the real ones on the rap group. But, I was like a fucking menace since 2001 until I stopped drinking in April of this past year.
I'm sure you got a couple bottles.
No, but surprisingly, almost no fights. Yeah, like...
Or the ones you remember.
Right.
Yeah.
I do remember a good one before Mak-Tube show at the Middle East, getting a bottle smashed over my head.
Well, rest in peace, Prodigy, man.
He's like, he got a bottle smashed over his head. He's like, rest in peace, Prodigy. That's awesome.
Well, that's how they keep things moving,
But it's funny.
Just quick little sound bites. Boom, 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 boom.
Hot pump Kool-Aid.
Yeah. We're bringing it back.
Did you ever learn how we got the Inspector Deck feature?
Alright, so here we go. Here we go. So I'm at Onyx's show in Worcester at one of the smoke events and joints. And Inspector Deck was there. Shout out to my man Cy Law and my man Ran on the Beat. My guys, I seen Ran on the Beat there and Cy Law, and then the next day we ended up in the studio at Cyber Sound. Shout out to Cyber Sound, Perry Rob. But I brought Fredro and the homies to the studio. Shout out to Cliff. But me and Flash were doing a video for Electric Hummus.
Okay.
Alright, which is the song on Fredro's album, the one he just dropped before the latest, Beats by Joe, Volume 1. And,
that made it to the streets? No, that was a while back.
No, he just dropped a new album produced by Fredro. We got a song on Inspector Deck and Fredro Star on it too. MBS and Inspector Deck.
Got it.
That joint's called West Side. So check that out. Beats by Dro. Shout out to Onyx. Shout out to Fredro Star, Sticky Fingers, my brothers. And, so we all in the studio together, like, you know what I mean? Like, we go in the studio, my Jesus like, yo, Deck's here, you know what I mean? We're like, oh, word. Oh, this is my first time meeting Inspector Deck. I met Raekwon, Ghostface, me and Flash opened for them in DC before, but, this is my first time meeting Deck, so, and he's like my favorite MC from Wu-Tang. So I'm like, word, we about to meet Deck, that's fire. So, we meet Deck, he's like, yo, he's just humble, cool cat. He's like, yo, Onyx's show was crazy. Like, I forgot how crazy the show was. The energy was crazy. And I'm like, word, man, we went on tour with them. Like, we've been on tour with, like, these dudes still got energy like they was 20 and 30.
Oh, it's insane.
But they 40 and 50.
Onyx shows are still insane.
Still insane. Like, just everything. Those are my OGs, so, I get a lot of inspiration and, health, advice and stuff from them.
Yeah, and I want to get into that, but when you met Inspector Deck...
Yeah, so we're there with Joe Star, and then next thing you know, Inspector Deck and Joe Star talking, Joe's like, yeah, I got beats, and we're talking to the homies, and we're like, yo, Fredro Star made The Last Dance beat, and all these crazy beats that people don't really know. He produced a whole classic on his album.
Right, and I said the term, I'm like, wait, on All We Got Is Us?
Exactly.
Fredro Star produced?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. He's like, how the fuck do you not know this band? And I didn't know. Last Days is one of the best beats I've ever heard.
That might be it.
Yeah.
Leave it like that.
No.
Keep this
Yeah, technical difficulties.
You can,
a little bit.
I changed that to all. You can keep talking.
Man. So they were vibing for a little bit, and then Deck's like, yo, play some beats.
That's a P. I don't know if that's the A.
That's auto. Put it on auto.
A is auto.
Excuse me.
You good?
I'll wait till y'all ready.
Yeah.
You good, man? You good?
No, because I don't want to talk at the same time.
Yeah.
I apologize. The camera was like shutting off or something.
It's just overheating.
Turn the frame rate down or something. Want to stop that? Stop recording. Stop recording.
Really?
Oh,
how'd you get that?
Yeah.
No, I was just like trending on one. Yeah, it's crazy. They took it off because you just. I mean, like all the other people.
Yeah. So
no offense, Pop.
I'm sure. Rest in peace, Tupac, man, legend. But anyways, yeah. So Dex in the building. We roll up in Southside, and we link with my guy Ran on the beat and my man Sylar. Shout out to my G. Sylar's also on the track. You know what I'm saying? And then Ran on the beat made the beat to the joint me, Deck, and Sylar did with 38 Special that we got a video out for called The Block Market. So make sure y'all check for that.
When that video come out?
That video came out about maybe like 6 months ago. So back like the middle end 2023, and then a couple months later I dropped the I Don't Know video with Inspector Deck, and then in between, you know what I'm saying, when we met Inspector Deck at the studio, we do that track called West Side with Frederick Starr. So we in the studio, you know what I'm saying, and we vibing, and Deck's just like, Onyx, it's crazy. Like that show last night, I forgot how much energy they bring to the stage, man. It's crazy. And like these dudes still got energy like they 20 and 30, but they're 40 and 50. So they got the whole crowd going crazy. They still got the animation. They still got the energy of some real hip hop artists. Shout out to my brothers, Sticky and Fredro. But, Deck's like, yo, throw us some beats. So, Fredro's one of the dopest. So
anytime Inspector Deck's like throwing some fucking beats.
Yeah.
It just
you gotta throw some beats. So Joe's like, yo, look, what I got, let's stash. So Joe's playing some beats. And Joe's one of the illest underrated producers.
Some of Fredro's beats.
Fredro's beats, bro. Right. Beats by Joe out now. You know what I mean? We got the joint on there, like I was telling you, West Side, Inspector Deck, Fredro Starr, MBS.
But I was walking around with the All We Got Is Us vinyl, and I think I said something back and forth with terminology, and I'm like, wait, Fredro makes beats? He's like, how are you holding the vinyl and you don't know that Fredro produced, like, I don't know how many tracks out that, but he produced Last Days, which is one of the greatest songs of all time.
Yeah, that's one of the...
That's a good album, too. That whole album.
The whole album.
What album is that? What's that called?
That's what it's called. All We Got Is Us.
All We Got Is Us.
That's one of the tracks on it.
Yeah, that's a good track.
It's one of the illest tracks in general, you know what I'm saying? With the beat and with... I'm thinking about taking my own life.
My ground.
But that's the weed. They spoke for the ghetto, man. You know what I'm saying? The official Nas, man, spoke for the ghetto. You know what I'm saying?
And they're one of the few groups where I would say Back the Fuck Up was an amazing album, but I liked that sophomore album, All We Got Is Us, better.
Word.
But both of them were fire. And they keep putting out new music.
Exactly.
And the shit is fire.
Exactly.
Like that Wake the Fuck Up album. Yeah, I was looking at your hat. I'm like that.
Shout out to Snuggles. That's the reason why we actually met Onyx. Because we were all doing the show in Barcelona at the same time. And Snuggles introduced us in Barcelona when we were on tour. And they were on tour. And we met. That was like the meeting point. And, I played Sticky and Pool. And we got cool in a dispensary.
That sounds like a called Sticky and Pool.
Right.
Got cool in the dispensary.
Yeah. He's like, Sticky's like one of... Like,
I'll mention him, he might not mention me, but he's the OG.
he's like, for being a scary ass dude on record, he's like one of the nicest people I've met in hip hop.
100%. But he's nice, but don't get on his mean side.
Now, Fredro Starr, I find you can get on his bad side without much effort. Without much ado. I was able to annoy him on several occasions.
Oh yeah, he'll fuck around. His temper's short.
Yeah, which is what I would expect from him. Same with like the MO. Same with like Fame and Billy from MOP. Like, it depends on the day you meet these dudes. They're either the nicest dudes or like
the dudes that wear black and fucking rap about throwing guns in the air.
Yeah, who would have thought?
They're violent guys.
Right. This guy shoots.
Yeah. That's the craziest thing I think I've ever seen on TV.
Hey, he was a player.
Did you remember that?
No, I don't.
Sticky Fingers shot up the Source Awards while he was performing. Just started busting shots in the air.
No, literally, they doing throw your guns.
Yeah.
Slam, I think it's throw your guns, but
And you start shooting.
next thing you know, it's like guns. It's like and all you see is a spark coming out the dude's hand. You know what I'm saying? So yo, we on tour of Russia. I don't know. I didn't even know who edited the video, but they got at the end of the video, it just got Stingy like this, just put his hands up, and it's just like the spark, and it's literally the exact same visual of him at the Source Awards.
That's amazing. Nowadays, Onyx tours non-stop.
No, I know that, but I'm saying
worldwide.
In the air in Russia, they look...
No, at the Source Awards back in the days when Onyx was 2 years out, 3 years out, popping, like illest group.
Well, no one throw your guns.
And then you know, they're running in circles, they're back deep, you know, Stingy like throws it to one of the homies, and they never find the toast. So at the end of the day, they never even charged him. He got away with it.
Yeah.
The Source Awards were quite the fucking award show, weren't they?
Back in the days, for sure.
That's why my mother did not like me listening to this rap music.
And now look at you.
One of them
hanging out with rap guys.
I know.
They hanging out with V Knuckles.
But despite that, she would be like, V Knuckles. That sounds violent too.
I'm trying to bring fighting back, bro. I'm all about like beef and makeup, bro.
Like,
all this crazy, all this. I mean, I'll be violent, but like, you know, to the point where I'm not gonna, like, I let the dude live.
Yeah, you want to bring back violence.
I could have beat him into the pavement. Like, I'm not like psychopathic like some people are. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he violated me, I'm gonna smash his brains in the fucking concrete.
Yeah,
It's like, yo, bro, you got a chance to live. You good, or you want to continue? You know what I'm saying? give him an option.
He chose his path.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, I'm all about that in terms of life in general, bro. This ain't a video game, man. So that's all this war craziness. Like, that shit is not what's up for me.
On this album right now, what's your favorite track on the album?
My favorite track's with Inspector Deck because, you know, that's a dream feature right there.
What's another track you can tell us about, like some kind of like inside story of the track?
I can tell you about LOG. So LOG and Rex are two of my guys that we came up with as MC spitting legendary. LOG was also the OG.
Rex coming in.
He's one of the dudes we wanted to get a feature from when we first started rapping.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And at first, it took a while. You know, we had to.
He's our national treasure here in Massachusetts.
100%, bro. Like, you know, you see when big artists come, they bring LOG up.
Yeah, every time.
LOG is the guy who was signed to a major, who was popping, who had a lit joint that people knew from around the country. I got to have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Be a father to your child, like that
Be
was
a father to your child. Hey, speaking of
I didn't agree with the message on that one,
if
but
you
I like
can see, you know, the next chapter is part of being a father to your child. That actually is part of the title. That's an encompassment of the title because when I became a father, you know, that's when the next chapter of my life started.
Yeah.
And I have a song called Promise on there featuring Cyrus the Shield dedicated to my son, Kamani. And, you know, I've always been an uncle. So, you know, I got a brand with the guys called Uncle Nuggies. I've always been like
Uncle Nuggies.
I've always been Uncle Nuggies.
Not the creepy uncle though.
No, the official
Uncle Nuggies could go like either way.
They said absolutely Uncle Nuggies.
Oh, I should have bought y'all some Nuggies. Damn, I forgot. All right, well, shit, check out Uncle Nuggies. But anyways, yeah, I got some in the whip for you. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, I've always been the guy just moving, traveling, having fun, but, you know, I'll come show love to the fam.
Where's some of these places that hip hop's brought you? Because you've toured
6 continents, bro.
Six continents. We went crazy, right? Has hip hop brought you to 6 continents?
Hip hop's brought me 6 continents, literally 6 continents.
Give us
Mexico, Colombia.
Can you give us a story where one time you were sitting somewhere and you were like, "Holy shit, hip hop brought me fucking here."
Bro, are you kidding me, bro?
You couldn't feel his face in Colombia.
Bro,
like, really?
Bro, I'm in St. Petersburg, Russia.
Okay.
With Onyx.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
St. Petersburg.
And where you from?
Where's that?
Where you from?
Cambridge, Mass. I'm from Roxbury. I moved to Cambridge when I was 12.
Not a lot of guys in Roxbury end up in like St. Petersburg, Russia.
Hey, but we moved. Yeah. We moved. My brother started getting into the game.
That's a small company right there. When you think about that, where you came from and how far you got with. That's a very small company. That's cool shit.
100%. So yeah.
You and Edo. Edo's also from Roxbury.
Exactly. Shout out to the whole 617. Yeah. We did the we on that video with acrobatic MBS acrobatic LOG right in Malcolm X Park across the street from the crib we lived at for 6 years.
Okay.
And make sure y'all check that out from the Buddha Vets project.
If we got some time afterwards, we'll watch the videos with you and you give us some of the backstories.
But let me tell you the first story of the Buddha Vets project. That was number one in Budapest. That's what for months.
How does that feel?
Number one hip hop album in Budapest.
Yeah, how does that feel when you're number one in a place that they don't even speak English?
Yo, it's crazy, bro.
When you go there, do they sing the words, the songs?
Yes, bro. And that's one of the places where you're like, yo, MBS. Like just random dudes and chicks walking down the street. They'll be like, MBS.
In Budapest.
And it's the Buddha Vets, the name of the album. So make sure you check it out. We got Slain on that joint, Anno G on that joint, Jay Sean. Like, yo, just check out. MBS got such a large catalog.
Hold on, just back up a second.
Mix styles.
So when you wake up in the morning, how do you get that news that you're number one in the country that they don't speak fucking English in?
It's crazy,
That's
man.
Crazy.
My little bro,
my
little bro, Ed Carvello hit me up and he's like, yo, dude, did you know that your joint is like number one trending in Budapest? I'm just like, nah, I didn't know that. But you know, the producers, Killer Kick It, got one of the dopest underground producers in Budapest named Ozza. At the time, this dude's like, he's top 3. Top 3 underground hip hop producers. His name's Ozza. This group's called Killer Kick It. He produced the whole Buddha Vets album. So when you think about it, you're like, oh, the top producer with some Boston MCs.
Yeah.
They basically gave us the fan base. Because we dope. And the album is dope. The collaborations are fire. But at the end of the day, without the number 1, 2, 3 producer from Budapest, you don't got to.
And is this something Snow Goons parlay?
Yeah,
from Germany, right?
How do you?
Well, shout out to Virtuoso, Big Bang Records.
Virtuoso propaganda.
I know. Yeah. One of my favorite underground hip hop albums of all time. Worldwide.
We're Big Bang Records. Like we started that Me Flash, Virtuoso Neo. Like shout out to the whole, shout out
Clash
to
of the Titans. Remember that was like a
word. Shout out to Nicky Broadway. Like yo, we all collaborate exactly, bro. Army of the Pharaohs.
Yeah.
We all collaborated at a young age and started Big Bang Records. So once we started that, we were like, you know what, we're going to invest in ourselves when we go to hip hop camp. That's where we met Snow Goons. We went to hip hop camp. That was our first big investment overseas, which was in
what is it?
Czech Republic. Hip hop camp. Google it. One of the biggest hip hop festivals in the world.
Okay.
Alright, so we go there. Flash is already talking to Neo Matrix. Shout out to Neo on MySpace. Because Flash is
who's Neo Matrix?
He's one of the producers from Snow Goons.
Okay, right.
But Neo was in Matrix.
Excuse me.
I knew that.
Okay, I just wanted to
know. No, Neo Matrix was our old manager. My bad. I'm lit right now. Sick Nature.
Okay. Uncle Nuggies right there.
My bad. Exactly.
That works. Yeah, you know it works.
Shout out to Sick Nation, my guy, man. Snow Goons, DJ Illegal, Deck Gunner, DJ Crip, all the Snow Goon worldwide DJs. But anyways, we meet Sick Nation. Flash is talking to him on MySpace back in the days. This is way before Facebook.
Yeah, we're old.
We're not hip.
Yeah. So Flash and Sick Nation exchange. He's throwing us beats. We're doing. And then he's like, yo, it's me at hip hop camp, blah, blah, blah. So we go to hip hop camp in Czech Republic. We put our own money. I was lit on that trip. We bodied every show. Met a lot of dope producers. Obviously met with the Snow Goons to DJ for us. 15,000.
Yeah.
First big show. Like, you know what I'm saying? We invested, but at the end of the day, look what we're investing in. We're investing in fans. We're investing in the dopest producers hip hop can buy. So I'm meeting these dudes, and next thing you know, I was like, Killer Kick It, let's work. Alright, we'll get Slain, we'll get Edo, you know, we'll get, you know, like I said, you know, Jay Shaw, just dope MCs from Boston or New York, whatever. I think we got a couple features for other people. Shout out to Big Show. But, you know, we get this album popping. Next thing you know, like I said, #1 in Budapest. So like, this is how we started. And Snow Goons, Killer Kick It, you know, we're all meeting at the same time.
Can you give us like a difference in like, so people honestly think like, the difference in like hip hop in the United States and hip hop shows in Europe?
Yeah.
Oh man, the difference is the energy is unreal because they appreciate the music.
Unreal in Europe?
In Europe. Because they appreciate the music more. They appreciate the music and the artists and the art more than Americans, because Americans are stuck on who has a deal, who's famous, like who has dope music.
I wish when we had the undergroundhiphop.com retail store that the store was located overseas.
Word.
It would have been crazy.
Oh yeah, it would have
been like celebrities. I would have gotten so much friends.
I would
have lost my virginity.
What place is like has been the craziest? What's been the craziest like reception?
Yeah, our manager at the time lost his virginity in Czech Republic.
See?
I'm not gonna say his name because you say
I'm sure he's thrilled. Yeah.
I ain't gonna say his name.
Beautiful tall blonde.
Hip hop,
like such as myself.
But hold on, just a little.
Alright, so let me finish, right?
Oh, but you managed virginity?
Nah, Japan. We toured.
Okay.
Japan, we toured twice. Huge Okinawa, Fukuoka, Tokyo,
Hiroshima.
Dude, we got videos in Tokyo, bro. Like, it's crazy. China, shout out to Nasty Ray and my Chinese vets. And everywhere we used to go, we used to tag the name vets. So we got Bogo vets, Bogota, Colombia. We got Buddha vets, Budapest. We got Chinese vets, Japanese vets. We got Malaysian vets,
Tasmanian vets.
Bro, anywhere we went, we would bring merch. Shout out to the city team, and we would vet them up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Swiss vets. You gotta make sure y'all cop.
I thought Swiss was Metro.
Swiss vets 1 and 2, bro.
Right.
Excuse me. Swiss vets 1, 2, and 3. We got albums. Jake Beats, DJ Trey, MD, Empire Music. We got 3 albums. That's another place where we work on Onyx in Switzerland.
Okay.
In PW Record Studios. We got 3 albums out now. Swiss Vets 1, 2, and 3 with the Swiss Vets. So, check them out too. But then, we in Norway. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Ika, Andre Ika. We in Canada. Shout out to Perry Papadoc.
So the world is bigger than just Boston.
Bro, we everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? And, it's been a crazy, Australia.
Do you have a favorite show?
I can't say a favorite show necessarily, but one of my favorite shows, oh man, we did the Sunset Festival in Japan. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. Cause these festivals got thousands of people. That was like 10,000. Then we got Norway, the Warsaw Fest with Onyx. That's like 15,000.
That's crazy.
So like these shows are like huge, bro.
Yeah, I saw 50 Cent in Paris, not in the final lap tour, but over the summer.
Yeah.
And yeah,
like stadium crowds, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? And we're rocking them too. Like, you know what I mean? Like these crowds are going. They go with, you know how to direct the crowd, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Throw your motherfucking hands up, say make money, make money. These motherfuckers just making money. Feel me?
That's dope.
And we are too, and we're traveling. So it's some of the best times ever, man. I want to get back to it, but my first obligation is my baby and my wife. So we're holding that down, but eventually it's going. I'm going back. I'm going back to Cali.
Back to Budapest.
Back to Budapest. But yeah,
back to Australia. Yeah, you have 2-track Daylight followed by Promise on the album. Both of those are about your son.
Daylight and Promise. Yeah. Wifey's Daylight. We got a video out for that with the baby when he's maybe 3 months. It's really dope. Shout out to Chairman Child who did all my video work for this project.
Who's a veteran himself?
Exactly. Shout out to General Gomez, because before this I had some dope.
Another veteran.
Yeah, some dope videos. I got the Earl Simmons joint. You know what I'm saying? That's pinned on my Instagram with you know, all the dogs and the DMX tribute. So rest in peace, DMX. And then Gomez did another dope video called I mean, just check out all my stuff. But my old man, I actually got footage of the baby when he first was born. So we got a video in the hospital.
Immortalized. Yeah,
like I got like my life and my music's like officially my life and my music. So you could see it in the videos. Like, this is how I live. Like, this is my life.
What's
your baby
favorite,
being born? I'm in the hospital.
What's your favorite like video? Like your favorite song video combination? Your favorite visual from one of your projects? I mean, just look right off of these 5 or 6 of them.
Well, the one with the most views.
Not with the most views. Which one do you like?
The one
for someone, if you're going to give them an introduction.
I like Earl Simmons.
Okay.
I like
if somebody wants an intro to B Knuckles, that's where you got Earl Simmons.
I like Earl Simmons. I like Earl Simmons.
And why would you pick that track of all your other tracks? Hundreds of tracks you've done.
Because the visual on it just shows not only my life, but it shows the influence that DMX had on me.
And what influence was that?
Just the raw lyricism, the dogs. They call me the dog whisperer. Because I get along with like dogs that people are like, oh, don't go close to him. And I might go close to him. I got bit in the face by a pit bull. my man Rome. Shout out to the whole coast, man.
You gotta earn.
Shout out to Coach Gabriel. But my man Rome, rest in peace, Gary. My man Rome's pit bit me in the face one time. I was standing by. I think I got bit to this day because I don't think the dog wanted me to leave. I hope you weren't.
That's confidence.
I know. Rome, I'm not saying you were torturing your dog, but I don't think he wanted me to leave. But so just the fact that I'm a dog guy. I got my son in the video.
That's dope.
I got my homies, my day ones. You know what I'm saying? My guys who I grew up with. You know what I'm saying?
Do you find it important to keep all them around? Keep everybody around like that?
Of course, man. But it's always just all love in general. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the homies, L Bang, Mike, my G's in that video, my man Goldie.
And you work with Onyx nonstop, and they just shut him down.
Can't forget about Flip, my bro Flip. But yes, and we work with Onyx, which is also, you know, my guys, my brothers, and influences as well.
But that's one of my favorite DMX tracks, is Shut Him Down.
One of mine too.
That video is crazy, yeah.
Because everybody had a dope verse. But
wait, that's the one that was 50 Cent's first feature ever. Was in that video.
React.
Oh, that's React. Yeah, you're right.
Rest in peace, X1. But Sticky and DMX had 2 of the illest verses in hip hop on that one track. So like, it's always a toss up between who was dopest on that track.
Yeah.
I like Sticky's verse, but you know, DMX.
What was Sticky's verse?
Sticky. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
and
DMX, touch your dumb quick when the gun click.
Line
in your rhymes.
DMX, be on the lookout for a basket case.
Yes.
Gonna blast your face.
Yes, exactly. But Sticky was like, I'm going last. Because they tell a story about that. Shout out to my man Hush Harder in the building. But yeah, when he was talking about that, they're like, Sprenjo, I think, was telling Sticky, was like, I'm going last. Because he used to end off most of the Onyx tracks. But then it's like DMX is like, I'm going last. Sticky's like, I'm going last.
Sticky and Buster on a song together?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
I don't know, because who would go last?
Bro, Sticky,
they just both keep going.
Sticky's going last, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know if Buster ever knocked on last.
Did you ever listen to? I'm sure you listened to it.
I think that's the first time a MC dropped the mic on the track, though. Bring it! He dropped the mic.
Oh yeah. Shut him down.
Literally the mic sound and everything. I think that's the first time a motherfucker dropped the mic on the track. Just saying.
Nah, that's just iconic, no bullshit. That's one of the best tracks like of all time.
Exactly.
One of the best.
One of the
beat too.
And like I said, two of the best verses. And I'm going Sticky, but like I said, those are two of my all-time favorites.
You know what is underrated as fuck? And you're the only other person in this room that's heard this album, I'm sure. But the the Life and Times of Sticky Fingers solo album, it only came out digitally.
Kirk Jones?
No.
Amazing.
No,
yeah.
That's
he did this other album, and if you look at it, the cover, it looks
What
mad
if
bootleg.
he was white?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Eminem.
Yo, bro. But he bodied Eminem. He bodied Eminem on that
on M's album.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember me? He bodied, he's one of the best ever. And
He is.
Motherfuckers haven't put Sticky in the top.
Right, they never
They'll
mentioned
put it in
it.
the top 50 on these little dumbass lists.
50? No one put him in the top 50. That's crazy.
Bro, you gotta shoot yourself, man. Like, fuck out of here.
Because I can't imagine him going head to head with just about anybody.
Yeah, anybody. And the thing is, like, he's one of them dudes, like, even if you might be a little bit nicer with the lyrics, he'll get you so you ain't as nice on that day. He got that, like, you know what I mean? He'll fuck your energy up.
That's a good
It's about T.I.M.E. is the third studio album by Sticky Fingers. And that whole thing is just, and that whole thing is like, it's an amazing, like, album that no one's ever heard.
Which one was it?
So it's Sticky Fingers' third solo album, which only came out digitally, and it's like, he tells the story of like, him and Pedro Starr is called It's About Time.
It's About Time.
Yeah.
You know,
Is it a concept album?
It's a concept album.
What's the concept?
The concept.
Oh yeah, but that's
it's like an
though.
autobiography.
That's like 5 years old.
5 years.
Yeah.
No. Yes. It's recent, but it's really fucking good.
That's Time, the illest man
Yes.
ever. The illest man ever. Time.
That's what it stood for.
Yeah, that's
the illest man ever.
What's the concept?
This is the cover. It's just the evolution, like their lives, from like when they were little. Who was working in the barbershop?
Have you seen the movie he did? It's like a whole hip opera, and it's like even Michael Rappaport's in it.
Yes, bro. He got
like,
a little documentary.
Every single person, and it's every line is a rap lyric.
Yeah.
When someone's rapping.
Yeah.
And, like,
and that's what he did again. He did that on this album also.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Shit like that.
He's a genius,
but
bro.
it's like an hour and a half long.
But he shot his own videos. We used to be on tour. Sticky's like the evil fucking genius, bro. This dude has his laptop, thousands of wires, cameras, and he literally be editing his own like videos. Like I started one of them joints. Like he's like, yo, I need you in this joint. They come to the door. They come through. Blah 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 blah. It's just like that dude is always on level 10 with everything he does.
He's another idea to what's the phrase? Concept to whatever.
Concept to idea.
Concept. Yeah, he's another one of those. He's just
concept to product.
Concept to product.
Concept to product.
Yeah. So he's just nonstop with it. And yeah, those dudes which
would show though. But that's why those guys, he says, never fucking get tired, obviously, and they've been consistent now for what is it? How long have they been in the game for?
Well, if I've been in the game for 30 years, they had to be in the game for almost 40. 30. I
mean, when the fuck
38.
I was getting on the school bus listening to Back the Fuck Up.
Yeah.
So I mean, like it was. I was a kid.
Bro, I think they dropped their first album in '89.
It was that long ago, but it was.
But it's an album that and then it was
before Back the Fuck Up.
Yes.
Before I don't even
one album before Back the Fuck Up.
Oh, I don't even know that album.
Exactly. And then Throw Your Guns.
Oh, there was one before that?
Yeah,
I guess.
There was one before that.
Now I need to do this. Yeah, I need to find that. That's crazy.
Sure. But there was one that wasn't like on the majors.
Back the Fuck Up was 93.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That wasn't their first album.
Yeah, but I have to go look into that. I've never even heard of that. I just remember like fucking Slam coming on MTV and it being one of the, like at the time it being like the coolest fucking thing because MTV was so important.
Slam was big when Tony was big. Cause I remember my neighbor at the time, like she was really into this. Tony. I was like, that shit sucks. Onyx Slam.
Well, it says Back the Fuck Up. Yeah, totally. It says Back the Fuck Up, but I'm pretty sure there was one more.
So are they like the hardest working dudes in hip hop?
Right now?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause it's insane.
No, they are. Well, they are 100.
Because they're on tour worldwide non-stop. They never stop touring.
Look at Orange Page. They got another world tour every after they're done in 3 months, they'll take a month off.
and they keep putting out albums, and the albums are actually good. Like the hashtag Wake the Fuck Up album, the first one they did with the Snow Goons. Yeah. That shit was fire. That like the beats, rhymes, everything on that was crazy. Wow. And then they had like against this, I don't remember. There's like a cover with the Molotov cocktails like being thrown. I don't remember all the names, but like they consistently putting out albums. So
Big Heat.
Did you ever read the DMX autobiography book? Earl Simmons.
You
should check that out.
It's called Earl
crazy. Yeah.
Oh, that's fire. So damn. Honestly,
what's going on? What's going on in the news right now too? It's about 9:30. You know what I'm saying?
I'm actually on a couple Honest albums too. So
which ones?
Make sure you check that out. You got Wake the Fuck Up.
There you go.
Yeah. Then you got like Honest for Life. I'm on like interludes. I'm on a couple tracks. I'm on the Monsters and Gorillas track.
What's your favorite track?
That video is my first video that hit more than 1 million views.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I gotta check that one out.
You never seen Monsters and
Gorillas? I don't remember.
Do you have a favorite feature that you've been on someone else's track?
Favorite feature.
Like one that you might have got like
Knife Wonder.
That's dope.
The Dream Merchant.
Okay.
It's called You Wanna. That was one of the dopest ones. I'm on one of Planet Asia.
And does Knife want to just reach out to you, or how does that happen?
Back in the days, yeah, man, Crisis, shout out to Crisis. He reached out, who works for Knife, and then we became cool.
He's part of your ways.
Yeah, me and Knife were cool for a while, man. Like, I didn't make a show that I think I was gonna make, and we kind of fell out after that.
He did. He was teaching at Harvard. He was like,
that's the last time I seen him.
That's pretty dope too.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Knife. He rocks with this basketball player in Maine who's like they call him like the white LeBron James. That's Cooper Flag. Yeah.
Why can't you just be LeBron James? Why you gotta be the white LeBron James? It's always fucking something, man.
Yeah, exactly. But he's nasty.
And that's why I like that Biggie shit, the black Frank White. Like the white, black Frank White.
But I noticed that Knife Wonder's been following him. Like, I just noticed him posting a lot. He's kind of the reason why I found out who Cooper Flag was. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? So Knife is she's still in tune with the sports and just the music in general. So I hope to see him again soon and work with him again because he's one of the dopest underground. Like just like Static, you know what I'm saying? Like we did a track with Static back in the days, but that's someone who I want to work with again. Like hopefully on maybe a project or something. That's the homie, so we'll see.
Now I know you're on the Uncle Nugs, so a little high right now. But can you remember the lyrics off the new album? If I were to say, "Did my thing in high school, but the clock would call."
But the block would call. Did my thing in high school, but the block would call. I would rather hustle in the mall. I would rather hustle in the hall. So I could hit the mall.
Yeah.
Whatever you need, large or small, the coast mall and the bridge was like the Narcos, y'all. Remember when club security would watch those stalls, it's my cheese and nacho call to stop those malls. Big white pot grow tall, like taco fall. We not gonna stall until the pigs lock those walls.
Yeah,
since I turned freshman. So with these, I would burn stress and learn lessons. Not a yoga teacher, but I earned stretching. Knew I was sick with the mic, like a germ catching. Now when describing my life, they use the term veteran. And me in turn, blessing stages all over the map. And when we touched down, we made it with rap. It's Knuckles.
Yeah, that verse is fire.
Thank you, bro.
And I think on Term's verse, he points out that he's dropped 44 albums at this point.
Jesus. 100%. He did.
Yeah.
Term gave me a...
He's another hard worker.
One of the hardest workers in the show business is my guy Terminology. Yo, shout out to Terminology. That's my dog, man. Like, you know, he always comes through and he's always just been official and the real G and one of the dopest spitters in the game. When he had that song, Watch How It Go Down, that's what everyone was like, yo, let's do this.
Yeah, with Primo.
Oh, yeah, you know. Records him in, okay, you know what I'm saying? You already know he killed that. But anyway, yeah, man, and Inspector Dak, LG, Wax, like everyone just came through with a hard verse. Like they, you can tell they respect my craft by how they laid their shit down. So respect to all of them, man. Much love.
No throwaways. Now, on that track with Term, I think the chorus is every verse is real, every song is deep.
Yes.
Now, recently there's been this whole discussion with like Fat Joe coming out and saying like 75% of what he rapped about was not real.
95%.
Oh, he said 95?
95%.
Damn.
Yeah, so every verse is 95% real.
95% real.
So did I follow your question, Muzzy?
Just the teen when I shot a 9 and started crying. How real is that?
Oh, it's the realest, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not going into the details, but you know,
I wouldn't.
I was the first one in the clique to test off the heat.
Hey, wait. Is that Vlad Styles over there?
Right, Vlad. Dude, that would be amazing because I love Vlad. Like, love
Vlad Styles. Well,
Vlad
it's
Styles.
all good, man. It didn't hit nobody, so it's all good. But you know, I was one of the oldest guys in the clique. You know what I'm saying? There's seven vets. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the oldest guys in the clique. I was one who first started rolling blunts. And dudes who had first, second pick type shit when we first started smoking back in the day. I'm the one, you know, who first started testing off the toast or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have toast. Like we didn't really. Before I went to college, like I had a little toast, but after I went to college, like when I was in DC, that's when I started getting more, you know, acquaintance with guns.
Well, you know what's gonna leave that just right there.
Yeah, but
Gosh, right now, brother, what is going on in the news right now? We're talking about some topics right now that's popping like.
Saved by the Bell.
I mean, we could take a turn from that. Like, speaking of all the hype Onyx concerts, I seen that Andre 3000 is going on a tour, but it's a flute tour. So I was like, I don't even know, like, y'all rocking with that? Like,
that's funny,
man. Did you listen to the album?
I didn't hear the album yet, but
I can't say that I made my way over there.
I heard Uncle Murder's 2023 rap.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that yet, but 50 Cent was posting that. How funny that shit was.
That was hilarious. Yo, he was
talking
like,
about Andre?
he was like, yeah, he said something like, he was like, I was looking forward to it to nigga like played all that flute shit or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I haven't heard it yet.
I guess Lupe Fiasco was like, well, if he ain't gonna rap, I'm gonna rap on the flute beats. And Joe Budden's just like, please don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Joe Budden, I just seen today actually Lil Pump was like beefing with Joe Budden and he was calling him a drug addict, woman beater. I don't actually know what spawned that.
Hold on, time out.
He did used to be a drug
Who's
addict.
calling who?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Right.
Lil Pump is calling Joe Budden a drug addict.
But isn't Little Pump known to be like a drug addict? And does that
He's
come
definitely
like
a drug addict and mistreats women. I know that. I don't know about I seen him one time with Riley Reid on a leash, but she was obviously willing, but I was like, oh, it's pretty degrading.
I mean, Joe Budden, he came through underground hip hop when he was on Amalgam Digital, Boston label by DJ Next. He had Mood Music 3 came out on that label, and he was talking about how he used to be.
I mean, I'm a pretty big Joe Budden fan, but a lot of people seem to hate this man.
Yeah, lyrically, he is a fucking beast. And if I'm going to choose anyone from Slaughterhouse, it's going to be Joe Budden every time. Mood Music 2 and 3 are the same.
What maybe?
I don't know about that.
I don't know on the Slaughterhouse albums, but I choose him any day over Royce the 5'9", Joel Ortiz, or fucking Crooked Eye. I mean, me personally,
Crooked Eye.
before I'm going to shit on again in the comments.
Crooked Eye could out-rap Joe Budden, but Joe Budden's music, like,
he makes better songs.
Music might be better, but like at rap skills,
I think
Crooked Eye is cooking,
too.
Royce is cooking.
I think
Mood Music 3 is a really good album.
That's
I'll
great.
give it that.
They all go, but
he might be the weakest in Slaughterhouse, but he kind of does make the best music feeling-wise, if that makes any sense.
You're saying Joel Ortiz?
No,
I know I'm saying like technical rap ability, he's probably the weakest flow-wise in Slaughterhouse, but like music-wise, he puts more heart and soul in it.
Right. That's, I guess.
He does put like the most like emotion in that shit. That
Personal.
He was emo before
He is super
He
emo.
is the godfather of the podcast, though. You do have to give him that, which is crazy. He saw this shit happening way before.
The two Joes run it, Joe Rogan and Joe Budden, man, they be on top of that.
Well, I was like, what's going to happen when he got fired from Complex? It was just academics, right? Was that what was happening?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't one like punch him in the face?
Oh yeah,
on
that I was. No, it was at Rock the Bell. It was at Rock the Bell.
On a podcast though.
No, he punched him in the face, and it was just
Yeah,
viral.
no, but it wasn't
on a podcast.
It might have been, right? Because Joe
Budden talked shit about
Joe Budden made a video with that.
No, yeah, he was doing Joe Budden TV back then when no one else was doing podcasts.
All right,
Shout out to Rick Paul,
so he was
the whole Wu-Tang.
because he was doing it before Joe Rogan. Now that you say the vlogging, but
he was doing the same shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was live when they like accosted him. And they were like,
yeah, it was at Rock the Bells in Maryland. I was there.
His ice pack video.
Yeah.
Because he's like standing like this, and they're all like looking at him.
But I mean,
he's like standing like this. I'm pretty sure
like,
they stand in front of the camera, like so you can't see it.
One good thing I will say about that, although Joe Budden did get lumped, he is a man who will stand on his word. Like he will get lumped.
He'll stand on business.
I respect it. Like,
he's a man that he'll stand on his words. That's kind of why he's famous in the podcast.
You guys familiar with the Drake and Joe Budden beef when he dropped like 3 diss tracks and Drake never just responded, but Joe Budden diss tracks are him. I don't think he's rapped since though. Like he must have just been like, Drake's not responding to me. I'm done with rap. He beefed with Eminem too. Joe Budden beefed with Wu-Tang, Drake, and Eminem. So like people need to kind of put some respect on him. No bullshit.
Nah, he has. He's
definitely Joe Budden have a good diss track.
He's definitely got some heart.
He does. Besides the one dissing like
he has a prodigy.
This chick for like
Blood on the Wall,
which is an amazing track though. Like the 2-hour long one, the one that's like
I don't know that one.
Ordinary Love, like part 1, 2, and 3.
Love Story, Ordinary Love Story.
That's like, so he's like dissing the fuck out of his chick.
Is that a specific chick?
He talks. He says his name and shit.
In that sense, Joe Budden is very similar to Drake because they both spend a lot of time rapping about women and exes.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy though. You brought up the prodigy. Like Joe Budden's got a beef with everybody.
Blood on the Wall was Joe Budden.
He did beef for Prodigy.
Yeah.
What's your favorite diss track?
Yo, you know why he beef for Prodigy though?
I actually don't know.
Yo, Prodigy, rest in peace, Prodigy. Prodigy got an interview and someone asked him who the worst MCs in the game.
Yeah.
Where he also called out Sheik Luch.
I don't remember Sheik, but I remember he's in a car and he goes, damn, man. Like Joe Budden, that nigga shit trash. That
was right. That was on his publicity tour right before he went to jail for the gunshot.
Breaking Joe.
I don't know, but
they were friends at one point.
That might have been the funniest interview I ever seen. Because Prodigy was like one of the first things. He didn't hold back nothing.
Yeah, I remember Sheik Luch responding and being like, because he said something super disrespectful. He was like people actually listen to Sheik Luch's music, and Sheik was like, "Wait, why is that? Like, what? Where is it coming from?"
Sheik's nice. Sheik is nice. He's straightforward. Like,
you want to talk? You want to
show off, pump it up. So like, I'm not surprised. Prodigy, like some people think he's actually whack. Even though I like Pump It Up, it actually did good.
I was thinking about that shit right now.
Yeah, listen to Pump It Up.
It just recently went either gold. I think it just went platinum or gold.
Prodigy's part when he says Joe Budden's trash.
You know what just went platinum this week?
No, but I know about another disc.
Liquid Swords.
Wow.
Liquid Swords just went platinum. Like yesterday.
Yeah, that's not
which is crazy. It took like 25 years for Liquid Swords to go platinum.
Yeah.
But it's been platinum in the streets. Like, like it didn't get streaming and all that.
I bought Liquid. Did everyone in this room buy Liquid Swords? I mean,
of course.
It's a little bit before my time, but I do know it.
Wait, can I bring up my cassette stealing story?
Sure. Another Vlad story.
I got 10. So.
Real quick, while we're talking about disses, are we still recording?
That one. No, yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Because Hush has entered the conversation.
I'm in the box.
Or as I like to call him after the most recent diss, Hush Puppy.
Hush Puppy.
And speaking of shoes, because he was dissing on my shoes, calling these bowling shoes.
I mean, bro, what I know is, especially with Tash, like, he stays with the freshest bags, every outfit match, and then you come in with those, bro.
Yeah. We got joints with like some nurse.
Saab coming in.
Those some nurse joints.
Yeah. Saab's coming in.
We need some big Dookie Chain Air Maxes, I think, man.
I'm some shit. Yeah.
Those are the air nurses.
Yo. I mean, come on, like, at this point, I still might have to pitch in and get Van Styles in a pair of shoes.
That's fair. And I'll allow you to do it.
You know, we actually did. Within a week, we went up like 100,000 plays and like we got like 100 extra, like 139 extra, subs this week. Yeah. So we should actually maybe do a GoFundMe. We're getting to the point where we might be able to actually do a GoFundMe for you.
For shoes.
And we have Saab 1 coming in like 3 weeks to get rid of those sneakers. He's coming in for our show, and he'll definitely take a look at those.
I mean, bro, like those, their name's Van Styles, and those look like like the bootleg Vans, like the pay less Vans.
Shout out to Abel Rizzo who picked out these shoes for me in Paris.
Did you create those? Like,
did I create?
He pissed off a battle rapper is what he did.
But I didn't bring this up just to bring all the attention to me.
I'm sorry.
I brought it up because I wanted to segue into this Rent-A-Center story that was on Boston Culture Instagram about you can rent Jordans now for $25 a week.
I saw that. You might need to.
I might need to rent a pair.
What happens when you scuff them up?
Yeah, if we haven't got enough money off YouTube to get me a pair.
What's your credit card down payment?
I mean, if you have to rent a pair of Jordans, I don't think you should be wearing the pair of Jordans.
But what happens when you stuff them up?
You gotta put your credit card down. Like, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. But like, you're wearing another person's shoes? Like, when does this, where do we draw the fucking line?
So the second person, do they pay the same amount that you're gonna pay for brand new shoes?
That's like renovating suit.
They're just, but it's worse because athlete's foot.
That's like renting Speedos, bro.
There's no athlete's balls.
What happens if you like went to Rent-A-Center and you know like that old little Bow Wow shit, like Mike, and you put on like the Jordans and now you're just playing Jordans.
You said athlete's balls?
They're actually Jordans, like fucking
games. But you said athlete's balls.
We should have honestly come up with that before this shit got started. That's a great idea because people aren't going to return them. Then they're going to charge them $525 for a pair. For the pair.
Yeah, that dude,
you don't return them.
Like, if you rent them for so long, you own them, but the price is like multiplied.
Well, then once you get to 1,000 something, they cut it off.
Hey, if it was my company, you had to give me the amount up front, and I give you the rest if I determine that they're not weak.
Right.
So I'll probably determine that.
So you pay the whole amount up front, and then you. Yeah,
you pay back.
Either way, that's some dumb shit.
It's like the reverse Rent-A-Center.
Some dumb shit.
Like I'm renting them to you.
Wait, what? Back to Rent-A-Center though, Van. We keep roasting. What was your story about the cassette tapes?
Oh, the first time I ever got caught shoplifting with the great biggest cassette tape 6 feet deep.
Story.
He said I'm not allowed to ever mention it again on his podcast. But I feel like
he told like 3 times.
I feel like that's my street rep story because I was wearing a XXL Murder Was the Case T-shirt, an East Side hat, and Bosch shorts down to here.
What was your first?
And a wallet chain, and I had a wallet chain.
Hip-hop cassette CD. What was your first one?
Oh, man.
What was your introduction to the craft?
Back in the days, man, like MBS, Natural Born Spirit, shout out to E-Flash, we had mixtapes for the hood, bro. So like, we started off with like,
no, I'm saying you, like as a kid. Like what was the first like hip hop thing?
Oh, I was thinking, we had Crime Chronicles, blah, blah, blah. But as my first CD, you mean?
Tape CD? Cassette, you were old, like me, I had cassettes before I had CDs.
Elderly.
It was probably Illmatic.
That's dope. I remember when I had
my first.
It doesn't even count. It's only 10 songs. That's an EP. It doesn't
this
count.
Kid Randy brought that in to like, I think it was like 6th grade, we were in 7th grade, maybe he brought that in and like,
Randy.
I didn't fuck with it. Like the first time I heard it was like I was still in that West Coast shit. I'm like, yeah, West Coast rap's where it's at.
You didn't fuck with Illmatic?
The first time
this is the first I've ever heard of anyone not fucking with Illmatic.
The first time I heard it, I was like, nah, it's not. But like the 3rd or 4th time, I was like, this.
Yeah, but bro, I mean, just the Life's a Bitch and then die.
It was,
that was the illest track of the time.
I was
the AZ too. Yeah. They both bodied it. Nas put AZ on crazy with that track.
One time with Tripping Mushrooms, right? This kid's place we used to hang out. This kid's father was there tripping mushrooms with us, but he kind of disappeared.
Alright, not allowed to tell the story on the podcast
he would do that often. But anyways, Life's a Bitch is on, right? Yeah. And like the verses out, which is one of the greatest verses of hip hop of all time. All of a sudden this dude's like an old hippie dude. He comes like out of his room and he's like, he runs out, he's like, I don't know what the fuck that guy was saying, but it was good. And closes the fucking door and goes back in the fucking room.
The history behind that is just so crazy because Nas is like, he's my favorite lyricist of all time.
He lost his rhyme book on the way to D&D Studios with Premiere. and he had to do it off the top.
Exactly.
So he remembered most of his lyrics.
His father did the background with the horns in the back.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's hip hop legendary history.
Yeah, that's truly organic.
Within the generations, and that's what I'm trying to do.
He ended up doing a couple more songs
in the next chapter.
I like it.
I mean, the only album that really comes close to Illmatic, I got to give it to the next person I want to talk about in current events, BG with Chopper City. You know, no one.
Oh, actually,
no, we're not gonna.
BG and Wayne are kind of like shots at each other because BG's trying to do the Hot Boys reunion. Yeah. He released a track and he said like Weezy my dog, but he a bitch or something like that. Like very recently.
Right, and then he did
the reunion though.
I don't.
But then he's in interviews like kind of walking it back, sort of being like, "Well, we're in touch." He knows it's not that serious.
He was like, "I can call him a bitch, it's cool," but it's like the way he said it on the track was not really like friendly like that. It was on the track with Finesse 2 times.
In hip hop, man, that word is never lightly taken. So,
but yo,
I feel it.
No,
but yeah, let's wrap it.
We've been going for like an hour and a half, my man. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at this camera right there still on, Hush.
Yes, sir.
Look at that camera right there. Tell us when we can find you. We can find the album.
Yes, sir.
All your shit right there. Tell us that camera right there.
Hey, it's your boy Knuckles. You know, you can catch me on Facebook, Raheem Knuckles Muhammad. You can catch me on IG at Knuckles NBS. Like no bullshit. Spelled out regular KNUCKLES NBS. You can find me with the next chapter, the new album out right fucking now. Make sure y'all go check that out. Produced by my man Phonics. And
on vinyl even.
Yeah, man. It's the vets, man. Hashtag it's the vets. Hashtag you already know though. And it's the vets, man. Natural born spitters. We getting it. Vin, keeping hip hop alive.
You want to hold that up, Vin?
This is it in the flesh, in the cardboard. This is the vinyl version of the next chapter.
Which is pretty dope. Rappers still coming out with vinyl.
Yeah.
Fire. Vin, we're going to tell these guys where they at. Like, subscribe, hit the bell.
On the big Dookie chain.
All that good shit.
Tell your mama.
Tell your mama. Fuck. Kurt Schilling. Marty forever. Senseless.
Yes, sir. Peace. Yo, let me do one more though.